Good morning, family. Welcome to the Grab and Go worship experience of Shorter Community African Methodist Episcopal Church. This morning we have a very special worship service for you. We call this our Throwback Sunday. We're going to worship with our Young Empowered Servants Choir. Many of these young people have gone on to do great things, and many of them have come back to do great things. But you're going to be blessed by this choir this morning. Not only that, but we've come this morning to celebrate the work of one of our best servants, the Reverend Tawana Davis. The Reverend Tawana Davis came to Shorter Community AME Church just a few years ago to develop and to build up our youth and young adult ministry. And now she is relocating. But before she relocates, we're going to let her bless you with a word from the Lord just one more time. This morning she'll be preaching from the book of Amos, and her sermon title is Give Me That. Before we go into the worship experience, let me pray for you this morning. God, we thank you. We bless you for those who are watching. We pray, God, now that you would put your hand over all that are under the sound of my voice. Heal, God, and touch and bless. God, we pray that you will allow the word to be planted in our spirits. Bless the preacher this morning. In Jesus' name, amen. Come on, let's go into the house of the Lord and let's worship the Lord this morning.
our God in the midst of hope and our God in the midst of despair. For you are God, the Alpha and the Omega, the beginning and the end. You are God all by yourself and don't need anyone else. Nonetheless, you desire for us to seek you, to live in your image and likeness. Yes, you are the first and the last, and you tell us whatever we need, just ask. So today, we stand on your word and your promises and say, give me that. Give me that peace that surpasses all understanding. Give me that compassion that meets others right where they are, with the love that heals and transforms and encourages and empowers and uplifts. Give me that joy that the world does not give and the world cannot take away. Give me that strength to stand still and know that you are, and that is all that we need. Give me the word that is needed to empower us to do what thus saith the Lord. Have your way, Lord. Have your way, Lord. Have your way in this place. In Jesus' name we pray. Amen. 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 Hallelujah. Strengthen us, God. We need a word from you, God. Thank you, God. Thank you, God. As I was sitting in the fellowship hall when I was attending the New York Annual Conference, a friend and colleague and I were discussing ministry. And ministry, if done in the true image and likeness of Christ, is what I would call a give me that ministry. Give me that wayward child and offer him or her a chance to succeed. Give me that drug dealer who only knows the street and how to sling illegally and show him or her how to hustle for Christ. Right. Give me that fornicator so that we can set an example on how to love oneself in Christ and not sex. Give me that status quo that speaks of degradation, condemnation, and hateration in order to obliterate the isms of society, to claim the honor and respect we are all due. Give me that can be viewed as a here I am, Lord, send me stance of ministry. It is honorable, it is commendable and sacrificial and even admirable. Nonetheless, let us for this preaching moment look at the give me that attitude and stance of God. Allow me to pause for one moment to talk about the term give me that. I love and admire Zora Neale Hurston, the one who authored Their Eyes Are Watching God, a book written in 1937, using the phonetic spelling of the dialect spoken by blacks in the early 20th century. She was educated. Daddy was a preacher and a mayor. Her mama was a school teacher. Miss Zora even received her BA, all during a time when we were considered 3/5 of a person and were not even allowed to be educated. Using her literary artistic gift, she wrote the highly acclaimed and criticized book using words like day, D-E-Y, for T-H-E-Y, using tuh, T-U-H, for the word to, T-O. So in my imagination, although Sister Hurston could easily pen a grammatically correct novel, Give Me That could have been the title that I used for this preaching moment. Nonetheless, there are times when we must dig into our cultural roots to stress the importance, severity, and urgency of a given situation. Giving is a combination of words, give and me, usually used in a very quick and demanding situation, which is where we find ourselves today and in ages past, such as in the book of Amos. In the book of Amos, we find this sheep herder who was called to be a prophet in the midst of material, perverse, and pagan times. Sounds familiar. A prophet, not of the professional prophets, a prophet of the prophet guild, but one who was called to speak the truth, to tell you what you needed to hear and not necessarily what you wanted to hear. The Lord, with this give me that spirit, called Amos out of what was considered to be a very lowly, humble place, only to be elevated above the guild of prophets as the one who spoke truth to power. God could have chosen one from a priestly lineage or one with popularity and prosperity, but instead, God chose someone like Reverend Dr. Timothy E. Tyler to come and challenge those who murder the innocent, marginalize those who make different choices, call out the racist, and to check us when we tend to rest on our laurels. But instead, God chose the likes of Brother Jeff, our Muslim brother who is poster child for activism, love for all people from all walks of life, and an advocate for young people. These two prophets, like Amos, were not born of material prosperity, nor were they aspiring to be a part of this prophet guild, but were called out of their respective places to speak against the status quo of injustice. Amos, a prophet who considered himself a mouthpiece for the Lord, means that Amos may have said some things that may not have been of popular belief and spoke against the status quo, just like our two previously mentioned contemporary examples. The times in which Amos ministered were times of great prosperity. The economic wealth of the nation was unprecedented. Sounds familiar. Israel controlled more territory than ever. To all appearances, everything in the northern kingdom was going well. The popular theology of that day, kind of similar to ours, indicated that external prosperity was clearly an indication of the blessings of God. But was such a belief correct? Absolutely not. To a large extent, the United States of America, the Northern Kingdom, became prosperous because of the wealthy political leaders oppressed the poor. The courts had been corrupted by bribery. Many of the poor had been forced to give up their land and sell themselves into slavery. The leaders actually believed that this prosperity was an indication that the poor were unrighteous and the rich were righteous. They assumed that prosperity resulted from their faithfulness in ritual and worship. Unfortunately, they missed the key fact that worship, to have any value, must positively impact the way people live. And Amos the prophet, Dr. Tyler, Brother Jeff, Reverend Dawn, Reverend Tawana, Brother Janello, Brother Clarence, Brother Eric, Sister Zuri, to name a few, are called to challenge, dispel, disrupt the status quo, that our lives, our service, our worship, making sure that it positively impacts the way people live, because right now, my sisters and brothers, the Lord is not pleased. In the book of Amos, you will find these words in the first few chapters: 3 transgressions. This indicates that the Lord has had enough of the people's rebellion and deliberate revolt. Then the Lord goes on to speak and uses the number 4 to represent the fact that sin is just over the top, overflowing, and intolerable. These scriptures penned in the first 2 chapters have an eerie yet prophetic view on what is happening in our society today. For example, chapter 1 verse 3 says, this is what the Lord says: for 3 sins of Damascus, even before I will not relent, because she threshed Gilead with sledges having iron teeth. Sledges having iron teeth normally was used to thresh grain, but in this case has been used by the Syrians to rake over prisoners of war. It reminds me of the gun violence we experience today, as 12 people are dead, over 50 injured, using weapons of mass destruction. And I'm still trying to figure out what good comes out of a gun to begin with. I'm just saying, but definitely it was not created to kill innocent people, destroy families and communities on a night that was supposed to be full of family fun. My sisters and my brothers, the Lord is not pleased. Another example can be found in verse 11. kingdom, even 4, the Lord says, I will not relent, because he pursued his brother with a sword and slaughtered the women of the land, because his anger raged continually and his fury flamed unchecked. Sounds like the gang violence, domestic violence, siege of communities, fury unchecked by us. Like Dr. Tyler said, these are not gangbangers in our streets. These are our children, our sisters, and our brothers who came from our homes and have now gone astray. And now we are killing 23-year-olds and 18-year-olds and building more jails and schools as silence further perpetuates the violence, fury, anger, and rage. My sisters and my brothers, the Lord is not pleased. In verse 13, the Lord offers another relevant example through his prophet Amos. He says, this is what the Lord says, for 3 sins of Amnon, even 4, I will not relent, because he ripped open the pregnant women of Gilead in order to extend its borders. This 8th century scripture was relevant then. It was relevant when we were stripped from our home continent of Africa, chained, beaten, raped, enslaved with attempts of dehumanization, desexualization, depersonalization, deracination, and it is relevant today as the 1% attempts to build an empire using the 4 principles presiding over the earth to capture, enslave, extract, and destroy. Sisters and my brothers, the Lord is not pleased. The book of Amos continues with other examples and even calls the roll of things that the Lord has done to deliver us or correct God's people, and yet they still have not returned to the Lord or learned from their actions. But at this point, I must fast forward to the ever-popular verse, chapter 5, verse 24, made popular, if you will, by the Reverend Dr. Martin Luther King Jr. The verse says simply this: but let justice run down like water, and the righteousness like a mighty stream. In Dr. King's speech, he said, there are those who are asking the devotees of civil rights, when will you be satisfied? Well, we will never be satisfied as long as the Negro is the victim of unspeakable horrors and police brutality. We can never be satisfied as long as our bodies, heavy with fatigue of travel, cannot gain the lodging in the hotels and the highways and the hotels of our cities. We cannot be satisfied as long as the Negro's basic mobility is from a smaller ghetto to a larger ghetto. We can never be satisfied as long as our children are stripped of their selfhood and robbed of their dignity by signs stating for whites only. We cannot be satisfied as long as the Negro in Mississippi cannot vote, and the Negro in New York believes he has nothing for which to vote. No, 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 we are not satisfied and will not be satisfied until justice rolls down like water and righteousness like a mighty stream. In other words, you reap what you sow. The preceding verses to 5:24 says, the Lord hates the fact that we have feast days without the presence of the Lord, and do not savor sacred assemblies. Though you may offer the Lord burnt offerings and your grain offerings, the Lord will not accept them, nor the Lord will regard your fat and peace offerings. Take away from me the noise of your songs, for I will not hear the melody of your stringed instruments, but let justice run down like water and righteousness like a mighty stream. In other words, you give me crack, you will get crack. Take away the voice of the people, and the same shall be done to you. If you allow mediocre and substandard educational systems in lower class to middle class people, I will do the same to you. Let justice flow. If you want prosperity on the backs of the poor, you too will laugh. It is time to reap what we have sown, my sisters and brothers, over 400 years.
stand for what is done.
There is power.
What a word from the
in the
Lord.
name of Jesus.
Maybe you're here this morning and you've been listening.
There is
Part of
power
shorter experience,
in the name
but you've
of
never
Jesus.
given your life to Christ. Or maybe you need a church home where
Break
you can grow
every
spiritually.
chain.
Well, I
Break
want to
every
invite you
chain.
today to
Break
become a part of the
every
kingdom.
chain.
Jesus said if you will confess with your mouth
break
and
every
believe in
chain.
your heart that God
Break
has
every
raised Jesus from the
chain.
dead, you shall
Break
be saved.
every chain.
My words, your prayer. Come on, pray with me.
There is
Dear Lord, come on,
Come on.
pray with me. Dear Lord, I ask you to come into my heart.
Come on, you declare it.
Make me
There is power.
Help me to grow in the grace of God. I give my life to you.
There is
In
power.
Jesus' name.
There is
If
in
you've
the
done
name.
that, the Bible says all the angels in heaven
We know where
rejoice
it is
over your decision.
break
If you decided to
break
give your life
every
to
chain.
Christ, you'd like to be
Break
a part
every
of Shorter
chain.
Community AME Church, just send
Come
me
on,
an
say it to
email.
me. Break every
Shorter Church,
break every chain.
80205
Break
at
every chain.
gmail.com.
Break every
And let us know that you gave your life to Christ, that
There's
you
an
want to be a part of
army
Shorter Community AME Church.
rising
We will contact
up.
God bless you and welcome to the kingdom.
Thank you for joining Shorter Community AME Church's Cyber Sunday service. As we continue to find new ways to worship, we want to remind you that you can continue to worship in your giving. Here are some ways to worship in your giving. You can give on the church website at shortercommunityame.org. You can give by texting the word GIVE to 720-586-4773. And you can also mail in a contribution to Shorter Community AME Church, 3100 Richard Allen Court, Denver, Colorado, 80205. And don't be scared to hit the Cash App, #Shorter Church. While in the midst of a global pandemic and economic crisis, your giving enables the church to continue to serve the community. Thank you for worshiping through your giving.